Hi, welcome back to my channel, The Second Chance. My name is Anne Henhoy. The Dark Moment Part 2. And on this episode, I'm going to talk about the cause of the accident. Come along with me. Most people have been asking me what really happened, what was the cause of the accident, and this is what I'm going to talk about it on this part 2 of the dark moment. So the cause of the accident was we were hit on with a trailer. I think he lost, the witness said that he lost control and then he came and hit us head on. And you know the way we were in a small car, the way the trailer is so big, and we were just in a small car. That's why and then the speed was 40. I think it was 100 or maybe 120. I don't know. But it just came on us like boom. We were smashed off. So that was, and then another thing also I wanted to talk about this, because the dark moment, this was my dark moment of my life. And because every single day I go to the toilet, I open up my clothes, I see the wound, it's painful, and I'm still trying to understand that I'm going to live with this scar the rest of my life. These are the scars I will always remember, and if always I remember, but I see the scar on my hand and my clothes when I'm removing it. The other day I went for a massage, and this woman was like, "You have so big scar. What happened?" And then you can't even all the time you have to explain to someone that, oh, these and these happen, because people always know, like, oh, if they see your hand broken, your leg broken, they'll know, oh, maybe it's an accident. And all the time people ask me when they see my hands, because my hand is where it's so open. If you can see, it's so open and you can see the way it has gone on. So everybody always asks me, even some kids ask me, what happened? So I have to explain to them. But sometimes I don't feel like explaining. It was just a small accident. But deep inside, I know it was not a small accident. I'm telling you, that accident, when I was in the coma, I was trying to to understand the situation, to understand myself, what really happened. And people around me didn't want to explain to me what happened. Even the injuries, they didn't explain to me. Yeah? They didn't explain to me like, oh, your back was broken, your ribs were broken. They didn't tell me anything. They didn't tell me. So I was trying to fight. My brain was working so hard, fighting to understand exactly what happened. And the reason why, because I was still in a shock. I was still in a shock. So they didn't want to explain a lot. So they were taking me slowly by slowly, because I was in a trauma. So they were taking me slowly by slowly. And at that moment, I didn't understand that. I thought even the doctors were bad. I thought they were going to kill me, because every time the doctors were coming to change something, I was like, you want to kill me now? Why do you want to kill me? I was very negative. I was very, very negative with my doctors. Sometimes there's a time they were changing the oxygen thing. I said, I removed it so hard. I said, why do you want to kill me? Why? As in everybody was coming near me, I thought I was going to. And then I knew that I'm already dead, but they just want to finish me, because I knew I was not going to wake up in that bed. Because the way they were washing me, they were just turning me like fish, So I got so mad. I was so mad, sometimes I could hit the doctors, hit the nurses. As much, I didn't have that energy. But I was just trying so hard to hit the doctors, because I didn't understand what is happening. I'm fighting with my head. I was so depressed. I didn't know what was really going on. This is the reason why I really wanted to talk about this part. And then someone also asked me, how long was the coma? And as I said, after the coma was 14 days. And then after the coma, I had to stay because the accident was in Spain. I live in Denmark, and the accident was in Spain, in a small town called Malaga. That was the accident. That's where the accident happened. And you know, Malaga is a very small town. So for me, for them to take me to the hospital, it was another town called Londa. They had to fly me with the helicopter. I was picked by the helicopter to fly me to that town. And during when I was in the ICU room, it's an hospital where it was only ICU. So every single day, because it was not like a room, it was just a glass wall. Like you can see the other people. Sometimes I could see people crying. Some people are because people are just in a hurry. I saw someone coming, I turned like this. I saw people coming very fast, the doctors surrounding the bed, as in they're just trying to, like, how comes people are crying here? No visitors, it's only patients. Like, I am going to die. I called another doctor and asked the doctor, how many people have died in this room? Then the doctor was shocked and then said, you know, the problem is they were not speaking English, they were speaking Spanish, but when I want to ask something, I had to write it. So I asked them, and then they said they don't understand. That's what the answer they gave me, that we don't understand what you're saying. But you don't understand. I just wrote it. How many people have died in this room? Because I could not sleep. I was just scared. I was scared for my life. I was scared. I thought that if I closed my eyes, they were just going to finish me. That's what I was thinking at that time. But for them, they were trying to save my life. They were really trying to save my life. But for me, I don't know where my mind was on that time. I was just like thinking, I'm saying, oh, my family, and I have to call my family. I have to tell them that they will never see me again. I was like, my brain was so disturbed. I could not think about anything. For me, I knew I was going to die. And also when I was in the coma, there's this guy who was coming to sing for us and then praying for us. And then remember, I called one nurse and I told them because I was thinking that they were going to kill. I said, you know what? I am going to give you money. I have a lot of money. I told them, I have a lot of money. I'm going to give you. And you know what? I didn't even have money. But I was just telling them, because for me, I was just thinking, maybe if I tell them that, they're going to treat me so well, so they're not going to kill me. So I had to. Then they talked with another doctor who speaks English. Then the doctor said they think that my brain is going kaputi. They were worried also. They were worried about me also now, because how I was thinking, I could not sleep. So they had to inject me for me to sleep. So every time they were just injecting me to sleep, because I could not close my eyes. So that moment was very, as in that situation was a very, very tough. I can say it was a very tough for me. You know, fighting for something you're trying to fix, what is going on, and you don't know, and they don't want to tell you, and you're trying to figure out things. That was the moment. That was the situation I was in. And then there was this guy. I think he was not a nurse, because he was going around playing a guitar and trying to console you, praying for you, but everything he was doing, it was in Spanish, so I could not understand anything. But he was nice. That was the only person I saw. He was close to me. The next day when I asked for that guy, they said, oh, he will come at a certain time. And then I didn't see him again. And then the good time came, where I was told, tomorrow you are going home. Hey, I was so excited. I didn't sleep that night. I told them that today you're not going to inject me. You know, that room had so many doors. I had, you lie straight, there's door here, there's another here, there's another one there on your head. So after every 10 minutes, you'll see a doctor is passing by. You'll see another one coming from this direction. You see another one from this direction, another one after every 10 minutes. Because I had like a temporary, how do you call it? My sugar was very high, diabetes. So it was temporary diabetes. So they had to inject me all the time. Like after every time I was getting the injection, they had to, because my sugar was rising very high and it could not stop. And then they didn't even tell me that. These are the things, what I'm talking about today, these are the things I've been told after months. That's the reason why I'm sharing this story, because I didn't know what was going on at that moment. All these things I was told what really happened. So that day came. I was told you're going home tomorrow. I was so excited. 6 in the morning, the flight was already there for me. When I saw these 2 doctors, oh my God, I thought I was in heaven. You know, I saw my mom, yeah? Because they were speaking Danish. I felt at home. I was so excited. I could speak to people who can speak the same language. I was so excited. So the flight was about 6 hours. 6 hours flight. And then, because from Malaga to the airport, it was 1 hour. That one was a drive, and then by road, and then after Malaga, then that's the time the flight was waiting for me there. So, and then I landed safely in Copenhagen, Denmark.